What daf tonight? Is it Yud-Ches or Yud-Tes or Huff?
Yud test. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, okay, good. Okay.
Hi, Harold.
Oh, hi, Mario. Hi.
Mario?
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you tomorrow after they give me my MRI result.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What time is Shachar? Said Young Israel.
There's a, tomorrow, you mean?
Well, generally, yeah. What's the
With 6:25 and 7:05.
is that what the two Minyanim are?
Yeah.
Well, both the small shul or the big shul or what?
No, in the big shul, but that was in the big shul now.
They finish.
The 6:25 has to finish before 7 or they tow the cars.
Oh, I see. I see.
So, I can see.
So no, they'll always have a menu though, right? There's always.
Yeah, almost always. Yeah.
We have sometimes, occasionally we have, well, called the miracle menu. Barely get 10 people, you know.
Wow.
Barely 10. Sometimes you have to call the guardian. He's not religious, but he comes sometimes with Sarf.
Yeah, there's a kolol boker in the shul, and we need them to make the minyan for the 7 o'clock minyan. But last week they were off, so it was a little bit tough. We still managed.
By Yavne, there's so many people there, and then they can hardly get a minyan.
So obviously they're not going someplace else, are they?
I don't think so. I mean, occasionally they go to Charlottesville at 7:30, but
yeah, that's a very popular minyan, right?
It is outdoors. Yeah, it is outdoors.
Yeah,
the 6 o'clock is inside, and the second at 6 o'clock. Second's very fast. The second, my son goes there. Occasionally I go there when I have commitments or something. I'll go there. Otherwise, I go 99%. I go to Yavna, but once in a while I go at 7:30. Maybe, Sherry too. But I see in general, I don't know why more people will come to Yavna if they belong there, but it's once a week is enough for them.
You have to give them a kiddush every morning, otherwise then they'll come. You feed them, they come.
Yeah, feed them, they come. Right? Yeah.
Oh.
What year did you live in Cleveland?
I moved in '68 to Los Angeles.
From Cleveland?
No, I didn't actually live in Cleveland. I've lived about 70 miles away.
What did your folks do there?
My father was a baker.
Oh, what city?
It was called Sharon, Pennsylvania. It's right on the border with Youngstown, Ohio. Mario lived in Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I froze there.
Can't you tell by his accent?
Who?
You have a Cleveland accent.
Yeah. Yeah. You and Bob Hope, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He
And
owned a
Paul
bunch of
Newman.
Indians.
Paul Newman also.
Who else?
Paul Newman.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Who was
Yeah.
that?
Paul Newman.
Paul
Oh,
Newman.
Paul. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, good.
Paul Newman. Paul Newman what?
He's
From
from
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
From Cleveland.
Paul Newman, I think, was Jewish.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
We're on Yud Ches Samud Beis, the Mishnah.
Mary the Shik's, I guess. Joanne Woodward, I guess.
Yeah.
Ein Koisvin Shtori Chov B'Moed.
Where are we? We're in the daf?
18b on the bottom, the Mishnah.
Okay, great.
Ein Koisvin Shtori Chov B'Moed. We don't write, for example, to document a loan, you need a star. You don't write that on Chol Hamoed. However, Imenu Mamino. Let's say you don't trust the borrower, and you won't make a loan unless you have a star. And therefore, if you don't make a loan to him, he's not going to have any food to eat on Chol Hamoed. Right? Or Shein Lo Ma Yochel, Harei Yichtov. In that case, you can write the star. In Koisvin Sforin Tefillin Mezuzos B'Moed, we don't write Sifrei Kodesh Chol Hamoed. Ve'Magin Oisachas Afilu B'Sefer Ezra. We don't even correct even one letter. There was a Sefer Torah that was written by Ezra Sofer in the Beit HaMikdash. That was like the index, that was the codex. They checked all Sefer Torah on that Sefer. For personal use, you can write your own tefillin. You could weave tchelis as long as you did it b'shinui. You did it on your lap instead of on a loom. Person can write tefillin mezuzos for his own personal use, not for sale. He can weave his own personal tzitzis. You could do a toiva for somebody. You could do a favor, but not for commerce. The Rab Meir. Rab Yehuda Omer, you can trick. You can, for example, make a pair of tefillin for yourself. And then you decide, okay, I'll sell it. And then make another one. You can write a normal way without a shinui, if that's how you make your living. Makes no difference whether you have to eat, you have food to eat, you don't have food to eat. Orele Rav Rav Chanina, V'ami la Rav Rav Chanina Rav Chanani. Halacha koitz v'moicha gedarka gedei parnasas. Halacha is people can write tefillin mezuzos for themselves, and they can make tzitzis for themselves. And if he has a tough time making parnasa, you can sell it to other people too. V'toival yerecho tchelis. You can weave tzitzis, but you have to do it on your lap. Ton rabbanon. You can weave tchelis on your lap. Avaloi be'evan, not using a stone. You can use a stone, but not a loom. Chachamim say you can do it no matter what. You can weave tzitzis even with a stone, even with a loom. The halach is you can write without a shinui and you can sell it without a problem. Mishnah.
Can you write a get on Chalamod?
No, we said.
What did we say before? We said that?
Yeah, gittin elu koisre b'moed gittin. Yeah.
Because maybe they'll won't be after Yontif, they won't be around, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
HaKoivers meiso shlosha yomim kodem l'regel. Person kept 3 days of Shiva, right? His mace died 3 days before the Yontif. Botle ben exera Shiva. There's no Shiva after the Yontif. Shmona. If, for example, he died 8 days before and you kept 7 days of full Shiva before the Yontif. Botle ben exera shloshim. not only is Shiva finished, but Shloshim is finished. You started one day, you don't have to, as long, and then Yontif came, you don't have to count after the regular Shloshim. You can wash and do laundry right away after Yontif. They shamu Shabbos oilevinim avsekes. Like when you count Shiva, Shabbos is counted as one of the days, but it doesn't break the Shiva. You have to continue Shiva after Shabbos. But regolim avsikin vein oilin. Yontif is the opposite. When Yontif comes, it breaks the Shiva. As long as it was 3 days before. But it's not counted. For example, if you buried your mace in Yontif, so then you still have to have Shiva afterwards. And you don't count the days of the regal to go to those 7 days. You have to start a new count of 7 after the Yontif. Rabbi Eliezer Rami Mishachar Beis Hamidrash Atzeres Keshabbos. When the Beis Hamidrash was around Shavuos, so you brought a lot of korbanos even the 6 days after Shavuos. But once the temple was destroyed, it was only a 1 day Yontif. So they wanted to make Shavuos like Shabbos, where it just was counted as one of the days of Shiva, but didn't break it. Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur is like Yontif, which breaks the Shiva. The Allah is not like either of these guys. Shavuos is like Yontif, it breaks Shiva. Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippurim Keshabbos. However, the din is that we follow Rabban Gamliel, that Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur also breaks Shiva. It has the same din as Yontif. Amar Rav Gzeres Botlu. The various dinim of Shiva and Shloshim go away. But the days of Avelis, Yomim loy Botlu. But Rav Shesha Mafilu Yomim nami Botlu. He says even the days are bottled. Now, what does this mean? My time yomim loy botlu. For example, shem lo gileach erev haregel. For example, we said that if the mace died 8 days before Yontif, and now this, the last day of Shiva is erev Yontif, so you have a permission to take a haircut. Now, if you didn't do it, so then your shloishim will remain. Then then it doesn't wipe away the shloishim. If you take advantage and shave, the shloshim is broken. There'll be no shloshim after Yontif. But if you chose not to take a haircut erev Yontif, you'll have to keep a full 30 days after Yontif until the end of 30 days. That's what it means. Yomim loy botlu. It's not like it goes away. The days are still there. And Vatanya, there's a brisa to support what we just learned. Hakoivers meser shloshim and kohen l'regel. If you had 3 days of Shiva prior to Yontif, Batlei men exer Shiva. So the Shiva goes away. Shmoni Yomim Kohen L'Regel, Batlei men exer Shloshim, because the last day of Erev, right before Yontif, will be the end of Shiva and the beginning of Shloshim. It's Miktas Yom Kekulo. It'll bottle both. U'megalech Erev HaRegel. Im lo gilech Erev HaRegel, also legalech achar regel. If you didn't take advantage of the heter, you'll still have to keep the prohibition of cutting your hair even after Yontif. However, Abashul Omer mutu legalech achar regel. He says no. If the 7th day was Erev Yontif, it wipes away Shloshim, even if you didn't take a haircut. Shekashem shemitzvah Shloshim vatel xer shiva kach mitzvah shiva vatel xer Shloshim. Very more shiva vanan shmoinat. You said 8 days. Abba Shmuel holds that if the 7th day of your Shiva falls on Erev Yontif, it wipes away the Shiva and wipes away the Shloshim. It's like the last day of Shiva, the first day of Shloshim. Allah is like Abba Shul. If the 8th day falls on Shabbos, which is Erev Yontif, and the seventh day is Friday, mutter l'galech b'erev Shabbos. K'man naz l'hadam Rav Amar Rav Avel, kivin shom de menachmi me'etzel. Once the avelims get up, mutter b'rechitzi. That's it. You can take a shower. K'man kabashol miktas yom kekulo. Amar Abaya, excuse me. Allah kabashol b'yom shiva. U'mordim chachem labashol b'yom shloishim. Everyone agrees that on the 30th day, that means miktas yom kekulo. You don't have to keep the whole 30th day. Rav Amar Allah kabashol b'yom shloishim. Vein Allah kabashol b'yom shiva. But Nardoy Amri Allah kabashol b'zu v'zu. Damar Shmuel Allah kedivra mekel be'eva. We follow the mekel by Avelos. So we paskin like Abashol. That miktas yom kekulo both on the 7th day and on the 30th day. Now, where do we get this shloishim? Where does this concept of 30 days come? Shloishim yoliv pera mi nazir. It's learned out from Nazir. Ksivach roshechem atifro. By Avelis, the Bnei Aaron were told, take a haircut. Don't let your hair grow long. I mean, only for them. Everybody else has to refrain from taking a haircut. Uksiv hasam by Nazir, gadol peras harosh, grow your hair long. How long is Naziris? Malal and Shloishim, Afghan Shloishim. So by Avelis, it will also be Shloishim. Now, where do you see by Nazir that it's Shloishim? Hasaminala. Amar Rav Matna, Stam Nazir Shloishim Yom. If you don't specify how long you're going to be a Nazir, it could be standard, will be 30 days. My time. Amar Kra, Kadosh Yiyeh. That's a pasuk by Naziris. Yiyeh, Bigematra Tlosanov, Yiyeh is 30. So that's how they learned that the basic Naziris is 30 days. If the third day of your Shiva is Erev Yontif, also Berchitza Ada Erev. You can't take a shower in the morning. You got to wait till right before Yontif. Amrav Nechem Breid Rav Yeshua. Achichin Rav Papi Rav Papa the Yasser V'Kamri Allah Rav Huna Breid Rav Yeshua. They said Allah is like Rav Huna. Ikid Yam Rav Nechem Breid Rav Yosef. Achichin Rav Papi Rav Papa Rav Huna Breid Rav Yeshua. The Yasser V'Kamri. They were sitting and learning Akol Moedim. Shemchal Shlishi Shul Yosef Erev Regel Sha'aser Berchitza Da Erev. You can't take a shower until right before Yontif. Boy Minei Abai Me Rabbo. Kvora Beregel. Let's say the burial of the person was Yontif. Regel Oil Minyan Shloishim or Ein Regel Oil Minyan Shloishim. We know that the days of Yontif don't count for Shiva. You have to keep a full 7 days after Yontif. But do some of the days of Yontif does it count for Shloishim? Leminyan Shiva Lokam Abayli Deloy Naga Mitzvah Shiva Beregel. That we know that you don't count any days for Shiva. Ki Kom Abayli Leminyan Shloishim. The Go Naga Mitzvah Shloishim Beregel. The various dinim that occur for an Avel during Shloishim occur in Yontiv as well. You're not allowed to do laundry, you're not allowed to take a haircut. Omerle Eina Ola. The answer was it doesn't count. If a person buried his mace only 2 days before Yontiv, so then the Shiva isn't wiped out. You have to count 5 days after the Yontif. He can't do any malacha. Other people have to do malacha. His servants can do it privately in his house. They don't come to be menachim him. The halacha is not like the Gemara. We're going to see tomorrow. The halacha is if you sit shiva even for 1 hour, the regular is mevatel the whole thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
We'll see how the Gemara develops that. Right now, right now the Gemara made a statement that if you only sat 2 days Shiva, you got to keep 5 days after Yontif. That's not the halacha. The halacha is afilu shah achas. It wipes away. We'll go into that more tomorrow.